What's up everyone, it's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and this one goes out to all the Nintendo fans and the Amiibo collectors. Now, I know today all my news has just been bad news, but luckily this one really isn't the case. It's not exactly the most positive thing in the world, it's more of a question, if you will. So, we all know that there are a new series of Legend of Zelda Amiibos, or Amiibo, because the correct plural of Amiibo is actually Amiibo, there's no S. But anyway, that's beside the point. So we all know there is a new Legend of Zelda series of Amiibo coming out. It contains 4 new Amiibo. We've got Ocarina of Time Link, there is Wind Waker Link, Wind Waker Zelda, and of course Original Link from The Legend of Zelda back on the NES. Now, the reason I bring these up first is these 4 Amiibo, this series was announced on the Nintendo Direct on September 1st, 2016. Of course, there was probably a bit of, well, there was definitely some design and production and mock-ups and all done significantly in advance. So obviously they've been in the works for a while, but they were only announced on September 1st. Now, these were originally announced with a release date of December 2nd of this year. But of course, there is a slight delay. They are delayed until December 4th of this year. So it's 2 days. It's negligible. There's no reason to even worry about that delay at all. Now, the reason I bring that up first is these were announced on September 1st. So, September 1st, October 1st, November 1st, December 1st. That's 3 months. There's a 3-month turnaround time from announcement until release. Now, I realize that the work and the production and the design and all of this obviously stretches back further, but you get the idea. The actual announcement does come into play because it's a 3-month turnaround of the announcement to retail. Now, so, like, why I brought all those up anyway. If you remember, if you're a Smash Brothers player, or if you are an Amiibo collector, or just a fan of certain characters that we'll get into in a second, you will remember on December 15th of last year, 2015, that is almost a year ago, that's 10 months ago, 10 months and about 2 weeks ago. So if you remember all of that, on the final Smash presentation, where they announced 3 new downloadable characters, which were Bayonetta, Corrin from Fire Emblem, and Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. Now, if you remember, they announced those over almost a year ago, 10 months ago. And on top of all that, they announced that there would be some Amiibo to go with them. There will be a physical Amiibo based on every single Smash character, including the DLC, with the remaining 3 to be Bayonetta from Bayonetta 2. Obviously, just Bayonetta 1 as well, but because it's Wii U exclusive, it's designed around that. So, Bayonetta 2, I don't know how they managed the Final Fantasy VII one from Cloud, and Corrin as well from Fire Emblem Fates. Now, that was nearly a year ago. 10 months ago. 9.5, whatever, same thing. And there's been basically no word about it since. Now, the closest we've had since then is that they're allegedly in development with a 2016 time frame on them. So they're running out of time to even say anything. Now, I know Nintendo loves saying nothing. Look at the NX. You know, there's nothing said about that officially as it is. The same with these Amiibo. And all we've basically heard from these 3 Amiibo is, if you remember 2 weeks ago, now I'm not even going to attempt his name, but basically the director of Platinum Games for Bayonetta 2, he actually posted over on the Platinum Games website, he posted a teaser image for the Bayonetta Amiibo. Now, I'll post that here, as you can see. It's very, very teaser-ish, so you don't really see much. And he did have a little bit to say about it. So here's what he had to say. I'm afraid that this little taste is all I can give you right now, since we're still working hard to get her just right. But I assure you that we're going to capture everything you know and love about Bayonetta, every detail down to the exact size of her glasses and eyes, and bring you an Amiibo that'll meet your every expectation. Back when we were making Bayonetta 2, there wasn't any talk of bringing the game to life in 3 dimensions like this. In fact, this is the first time a character from a game I've directed has been made into a figure. I'm shocked by how well Bayonetta's essence has been shrunk down to fit in the palm of your hand. What an amazing era. So, you get the idea. This says that Platinum Games are still working on the final design for this Amiibo, which is a bit of an issue, considering that it's supposed to release sometime this year. There's only 2.5 months left this year. We'll call it 3 months this year because we're still at the start of October. And these were announced almost a year ago. Was it a premature announcement? I believe it was. I realize, like I said with the Legend of Zelda Amiibo series, obviously some of the planning and production and actual design and all obviously went on a lot beforehand. But reasons for a lot of people are being pissed off when it comes to these 3 Amiibo. Bayonetta is a cult character. Now, she doesn't really do anything for me. I haven't played the Bayonetta games. I'm not really interested in them. But she has a cult following. And obviously she has enough of a cult following that she topped the European charts to get introduced into Smash. So obviously there's a demand for it out there. Obviously there's going to be demand for people who don't have a Wii U but have the 360 or PS3 version of Bayonetta. Maybe they like to collect the figure, they like the character design, whatever. There's obviously the Amiibo collectors, and there's the people who play Smash who want this in the game. Or who want to have the Amiibo to use in the game, I should say. Cloud, there's not much I have to say about Cloud. Cloud is a world-renowned character. He's extremely popular. I know people who haven't even bought a Wii or a Wii U or a 3DS who still want this Amiibo because they're such huge Final Fantasy fans, huge Final Fantasy VII fans, or just Cloud fans in general. And Corrin is obviously, it's for the Smash players, it's for the Fire Emblem players, it's for the Nintendo guys basically, and for the Amiibo collectors. So you can see why there's a demand for these. So I think announcing it when they did and having said basically nothing since then is a big mistake, because it's just leaving people annoyed, and Nintendo have a good track record of not saying anything and leaving people annoyed as fuck lately. I know I said it earlier on, but look at the NX. Everyone is pissed off about it, including myself, simply because it's out in a few months and there's zero official Nintendo info about it. In fact, more other third-party companies, Ubisoft, Square Enix, there's a few others as well, have actually said more about the NX than Nintendo have. And they're expecting us to buy this new platform in just a couple of months. I know they're trying to do a reverse of what they did with the Wii U. The Wii U launched a significant amount of time after it was announced, and in the entire massive span of time between the announcement and launch, more and more negative things came out about it. I know they're trying to counteract that. Maybe they're trying to announce it a month before release, whatever, so people possibly don't have time to find flaws or, whatever it is. That's just a little bit of a guess, because the Wii U didn't do them any favors, neither did the whole marketing campaign or announcement style with that. So announcing things this far out is a bit problematic for things like this. Anyway, so let me know. Personally, I will be buying the Cloud Amiibo. I might buy Corrin Amiibo as well, but I'm not going to buy Bayonetta. I'd probably buy the other two. Definitely Cloud. And I'll probably get some of the Zelda ones actually as well. I like the Ocarina of Time one and the original one as well. The original NES one. So, what do you think of the whole Nintendo Smash, not just Smash, but Nintendo Amiibo announcement versus turnaround time, and the fact that it's been nearly a year and we still don't have them, and it will probably take even longer? So let me know all of that in the comment section below, as well as if you plan on getting any of the Amiibo or you like the art, whatever, any of that in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter, details in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the rest of the videos in my channel.